Hi everyone, I just wanted to show you how to use ChatGPT in order to take things such as a bunch of information on a PDF or a file or a summary of meeting notes such as our school calendar, and then import it of relevant dates into your own personal calendar or school calendar that you guys have on Google. So in order to do that, we're going to have to actually do a few steps. So on the Google side, you should probably create a calendar that has its own name, such as NBRHS event calendar. That's what I'll create this to actually be. And then once I have it created, we could see that it's going to be available for us right here on the side. So we can see it's going to eventually be this color. And then in order to use ChatGPT to study this calendar, we're going to download this file. Now, here are the tricky ChatGPT steps. ChatGPT knows tons of different calendar import files. So we want it to create a correct Google Calendar one. So I'm not going to tell it that all the steps at once. I'm just going to tell it to study one subsection of information, which is Google Calendars. So I'm going to ask it, can you describe the file type needed for a Google Calendar? And because it's going to pull this information, such as a ICS file or a CSV file, I usually use CSV files because I don't use iCalendar, then I'm going to just now make sure it knows the format. What is the format of a CSV file? You don't have to read the response fully. You just need to see if you have the main type you need. So if you look over here, this seems to be the key details that a CSV file needs. So now that we actually know that it describes the steps that it has to actually build in, we're not going to read any of this. We're just going to import our calendar from the computer that we want it to study from. So I'm going to open up the downloads. And if you create an account, you'll be able to attach a file. So the PDF of our school calendar is attached right now. And I'm going to break this up into two steps for it. I'm going to ask it, before making a CSV file, please first give me a full list of all dates. We want every date on this PDF file. This PDF file. Then we will use the CSV to import into my Google Calendar. So this means hopefully it's going to be able to show us all the important dates. We want to confirm that, for example, mid-marking period is there. GPT might not know which dates are important to you. So if you say all dates, always double check it, because sometimes even if you say all dates, it might think all dates in one section of it. So over here, we can see last day of students is there, PLC dates are there, in-service is there, mid-marking period, end of marking period, perfect. Seems like most of the information I want is there. Now it's asking, do we want to proceed? And I say yes. Please make a CSV file for Google Calendar. All right, and because of that, it's going to, you might just see the word analyzing. I have a setting turned on, so it always tells me what's happening. But if you just see the word analyzing, if you look for the drop-down arrow right next to the word analyzing, it will show you what it's typing. These are all the events it's going to put in. And it's creating a Excel sheet that is in the CSV format for you, so that you could import all these like 20 plus dates into your own calendar. And the cool part is, at the very end, you don't have to really check too much. You just have to hit the download that it gives you, because right after creating the CSV, it will let us download it from the website. Now we have a download, and I could go to Google Calendar. I could go to the settings of this calendar. I'm going to import, and I'm going to make sure I select the calendar that I just created. So the event calendar, I'll select from my computer what ChatGPT made for me, and I will hit import. 43 events are now in the calendar, and here's the cool part. You guys could see with that, mid-marking period, PLC dates are in. We could go forward, teacher convention start is in, end of marking period, more PLC dates. And of course, we want to check ChatGPT's work. So let's check, is end of marking period November 12th. So if I go over here, end of marking period is November 12th. So we could see that now it seems to actually be fully populated and it seems mostly right. If we do a few more spot checks, let's check like a PLC date in February. Is it February 5th? So if we go to PLC, we could take a look right over here. So the PLC dates is February 5th. And we could see it did most of all of this information right, probably all of it, if you actually want to check one by one. But for the most part, if you feed it study information, it will get that information right as long as you do it step by step. I hope this helps you because you could start taking your department meetings or summaries of Zoom calls, and then you could actually extract important dates and auto populate your calendars. I hope this helps. Have a great day.